The first week of AVS News debate took place on August the 10th at the Bel Air Community Center. The debate was carried live on St. Martin Cable TV and TV Carib and online. Party's number 3 candidates represented the political parties vying for public office come August the 29th, 2014. Roy Marlin, the DP number 3 candidate, was replaced by the number 4 candidate on the DP slate due to an illness. The parties represented were the National Alliance, the Democratic Party, the One St. Martin People's Party, the United People's Party, and the United St. Martin Party. The clear winner of the debate goes to the One St. Martin People's Party number 3 candidate, Denison Phillips, who gave us short and to-the-point answers to questions posed by the moderator and members of the audience. Sxmnewsroom gives you the highlights.
I strongly believe, and as a fact we know, that there are many persons from St. Martin that are living abroad who are educated in these arenas, in these fields of study, and it's only an opportunity to welcome them home, to be able to facilitate the medical center, as well as ensuring that we have adequate equipment in the medical center to be able to provide the service that we do. And I welcome that, because if we look at the amount of money that we are spending as a constituent state with referrals to Colombia and other islands and countries for persons of this island to be able to acquire medical assistance, we can house that right here in St. Martin. And we are also, as the United St. Martin Party, looking at the opportunity for medical tourism and for persons to be able to stay over and have their recovery time here in St. Martin. So we definitely welcome the opportunity for many nurses and doctors and specialists of all kinds that are St. Martiners that are living abroad, welcoming them home to be able to facilitate our medical center. Indeed.
Okay, thank you so much, Anna. And as we move down the line, we have our candidate number 2, Mr. Phillips.
The One St. Martin People's Party is of the opinion that much improvement is needed in the medical facilities in St. Martin. We can recall a few years back there was much discussion, much political discussion about the renovation and the upgrading of the present medical center. If I am not incorrect, I think a construction company was already awarded a bid, and much equipment was moved to the grounds of the medical center to have that project started. It never took place. We are saying if renovation, upgrading, and new equipment and new staff for the present medical center, we will support that.
Okay, thank you so much. As we move over to Ms. Sophia Jacobs.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I would like to, before going to answer the question, make note that as far as we had understood, that we would move down the line with the questioning, because the first person to answer gets 3 minutes, and therefore the question should have actually been posed, the second question to the OSPP and the third question to myself. However, I hope it will be rectified soon. The medical center should have been my question. So I would like to put a second still. It was a point of order, actually. So I would appreciate my minutes.
Your point of order and your indications are correct. So we will do it now. The new medical center is among various future plans of the country. Can you indicate if there are specific plans to attract the necessary manpower and specialists to operate the medical center appropriately? Mr. James.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I do believe that an expanded and improved medical center is very much needed on St. Martin and has been on the table for quite a while. We do know that some of the problems in getting this executed had to do with giving guarantees to the hospital as to the type of competition that it would get. So I believe those things have to be regulated and have to be done post-case before we can talk about expanding. Also, making sure that we have the necessary resources here on the island, both human as well as all the equipment necessary to be able to deal with the population that we have here, besides the visitors that come as well, is of tantamount importance to this country. It is really a warrant to think about the amount of money we spend sending our people out on a daily basis and to places all around the Caribbean and in the region as well as South America. It is a very, very expensive endeavor, and I believe the money should be used wisely right here on St. Martin. So I don't think any party would say that the expansion is not necessary. It is the way that we do it and the way that we go about it, and making sure that we have all that is necessary to be able to do so in a responsible manner is what is a concern of everyone on this island. Because we all live here, and not all of us have the wherewithal to jump on a plane, whether it be private or to pay a regular fee to get medical attention. We would like to be able to do that right here and to give the medical personnel that have been doing it all along the respect that they are due. They have been doing a very, very good job for a long time under not so good circumstances, and we have seen some improvements in their services. I did have both of my children right here on St. Martin, and I've seen a great difference, especially as we were celebrating Breastfeeding Week. The way that they treat new maternity patients is completely different. The service that I have experienced there at the medical center with my ill mother was also exemplary. So I am very upset at times to hear the way that we cry down the local services. Our local professionals do it all. We have many professionals studying abroad as well as working abroad, and we have to find ways to give them the incentives to return to make the contribution to our country. And thank you very much.
Okay, and thank you so much. And we're going to follow up with Mr. Emil Lee.
I believe I have a good insight into the operations of the St. Martin Medical Center. I was former chairman of the board, actually during the time when Mr. Myers was commissioner. And I believe that before we go and build a building, that isn't necessarily the solution to our healthcare problems. In reality, we need to understand what our current facility offers. We need to make an assessment of the population, where the needs of the population are moving for the next following years. And then we should decide what the facility, what kind of services and what kind of facilities are necessary for our population in the direction that we're going. And then once that is clear, we should decide what kind of a medical center we should be building for the future generations of St. Martin. If we build something that's not necessary, it's just an unnecessary financial burden. And if we build something that's inappropriate, that doesn't cover the services we need, we're not servicing our population.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. And Mr. Franklin Myers?
Mr. Moderator, I was Commissioner of Public Health 8 years, 8 consecutive years. I know the ills of the medical center, and as Mr. Lee stated earlier, I appointed him as chairman of the board of the St. Martin Medical Center. Along with the present Minister of Health, Mr. DeWeaver, I also appointed him as chairman of the board of the St. Martin Medical Center. The people of St. Martin deserve proper health care. Last year we spent 29 million guilders in medical referrals abroad. Over a 10-year period, this is 219 million guilders the people of St. Martin would pay for medical attention abroad. There's no price you can put on the health of the public of St. Martin. And when we tell you that we are going to build a hospital, when we tell you that we are going to build a state-of-the-art facility, you can bet your bottom dollar that state-of-the-art doctors is going to be in that facility to provide services to the people of St. Martin. Why we say medical?
Thank you so much, Mr. Myers. And of course, the time has run out on you.
Personally, I rock your body. I promise you go home, you won't tell daddy. I give it to you like you never had it. Screaming, churching, like speaking Chinese. Now waiting me this, back a boom boom. Now waiting I see Zaga, cause she know one me. She talks so she know one me. I know go lie, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, make a good day tonight. Cause I'm in the mood, as long as you're feeling the groove, I deal with you. Personally, personally, I go deal with you. Personally, I go deal with you. Mentally, professionally, I see what you're doing intentionally. Get me want it physically, so give it to me radically. Emotionally, psychologically, you're turning me on biologically, sexually, dramatically. And she talks, say she know what me. I know go lie, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, make a good day tonight. Cause I'm in the mood, as long as you're feeling the good, I go deal with you. Personally, personally, I go deal with you. Personally, I go deal with you. I go deal with you. Yeah, exceptionally. The reason is spiritually. Money speaking so drastically, magically, internationally.
The second debate will go with the number twos of all political parties. This will take place next week Sunday at the Bel Air Community Center. Andrew Dick reporting for Sxmnewsroom.
Did you hear?
Hear what?
He coming back.
Who's coming back?
He's coming back.
Oh yeah, he's coming back.
So, he's coming back.
He's coming back.
Thank God he's coming back.
My name is Franklin Myers, the number 3 candidate on the United People's Party, and I'm back.
Vote Frankie Myers, your number 3 candidate on the United People's Party.